I'm ready to teach you. Now, I may have checked your bow tightness while you were getting ready for class or doing music theory, but as a reminder to get ready to play, we go righty-tighty. And we go righty-tighty until in the middle of the bow, the space between the stick and the hair is about the same size as the stick. So does it look like I could take this stick and fit it right there? You can't check it at the frog because that space is bigger. You can't check it at the point because that space is bigger. You look in the middle bow to decide if it's the right tightness to play. Okay, if you followed directions, then you have your bow ready to go, and you also have your rosin in your hand. Keep your bow in your hand, and I'm going to show you two kinds of rosin so that you can see how to take them out of the case. So if you have one that's like this, has a simple cap on it, that just comes off, and you use the rosin out of the case like this. Don't put the cap on the bottom while you're using it. And if you have one that looks more like this, then you have to push this out and then take the rosin entirely out to use it. It can't be in the box in any way. Take your rosin out so that you're ready to do the rest of what we're doing in this moment. When you put rosin on your bow, you have to press it into the hair, and I want you to listen closely to the sound that it makes. It goes. You have about 10 seconds to try it. Okay, you're gonna put a little bit of rosin on your bow every time that you practice, but not too much. If you see white powder all over your instrument that kind of looks like snow, you're probably putting too much on. So now we're gonna put your rosin away, and you have a few seconds to do that. Okay, so now that you have rosin on your bow, we're gonna practice setting our bow hold, and I'm getting really up close so that you can see how I'm doing it. Don't copy me yet. I'm gonna do it first, and then we're gonna do it together. All right, so here's the frog of the bow. I already pointed out to everyone the magic spot, and so that you can see that very clearly, here's my grip, and here's the frog, and the magic spot is right here, up against the frog, in between the frog and the grip. And your thumb is going to go there, okay? So I'll talk you through setting up the bunny, and then when I say to put your thumb there, you're gonna put your thumb there, and I have some very specific instructions today to make your bow hold even better than we already did. All right, let's make that bunny together, but first, stand with your bow, hair is facing down, use your left hand to hold the stick so that your right hand is empty and it can make a nice bow hold. The frog is in front of my right hand so that when I'm ready to put it on, it's in the right place. Okay? So you stay standing like this. I'm gonna get closer to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. All right? Start by making your OK sign. I don't want a banana thumb or a really hard thumb this way. Just a nice relaxed OK sign. Then between your two middle fingers instead. Then slide that thumb back behind these fingers. I still don't want a banana thumb or a really hard bent thumb, something in between so it's flexible. All right, so now this is the bunny, teeth, ears, and so on. All right, so now we're gonna open the bunny's mouth, and then put your thumb in the magic spot. It's actually a little easier for you to see what I'm doing from this side. The tip of my thumb is in the magic spot, and you can see I'm putting kind of this part of the tip of my thumb in that spot. All right, Then we all chomp the teeth over. Notice that this finger is kind of lining up with that dot that I'll refer to as the eye of the frog. And then tip your hand over until your first finger is touching the stick. Violin and viola players, your pinky rests on top. Cello and bass players, yours goes over a little bit. And you might notice that instead of this hard slant that the violin and viola players have, this brought me back a little this way. But we're never gonna hold the bow like this. We're not gonna let the hand go like this on any instrument. I'm gonna set it up correctly again. And then let's take a few seconds to double check your bow hold. Violin and viola looks like this. Cello and bass look like this. All right, now we're ready to let go with this hand and tip the bow straight up and down. I'm putting mine back in a violin or viola bow hold, but we can do everything together. In the air, do this with me. I'll go, then you go. Down, up, down, up, down, up. My turn again. Mississippi hot dog. Make sure you're saying whatever words I say out loud. My turn again. Would you like some pickles? All right, so now we are ready to get our instruments into playing position, and there's gonna be one of each of me doing that. So there's gonna be me who has a violin, me who has a viola, me who has a cello, and me who has a bass, and you can watch whichever one makes sense for the instrument you are playing. So everyone, pick up your instrument by the neck. You see how I'm still standing in all of my pictures. All right, violin and viola players, tuck it under your arm into rest position. And let's start with your feet together. Notice that my bow is in front of my nose and my belly button, and my bow hold is still set. Cello players, notice that my instrument is kind of off to the side at first. Okay, before we put them into position, I'm going to show you on each instrument where your strings are as a reminder. Violin players, when you're holding your violin in position, the string that's the thinnest over here is your E string, and it goes from there this way, E, A, D, G. Viola players, when you're holding your instrument in playing position, your thinnest string over here is your A, and yours go A, D, G, C. Cello players, when you're holding yours in position like this, the one that's way over here, it's the thinnest one, that's the A, and it goes A, D, G, C. Bass players, when you're holding yours in position, your strings are backwards from the violin players. So your E is this one that's closest to your bow hand. It's the thickest one, and your strings go E, A, D, G. Okay, so you're still in rest position. So now it's time to get ourselves set up. So I'm gonna talk us through getting in the right position. And again, there are 4 of me, so you can copy whichever one is doing your instrument. Let me take a step back so you can see what I'm doing with my feet first. Okay, violin and viola players, zip your toes, take a little step forward and out with your left foot, and then grab the bottom shoulder of your instrument. All right, here we go. Position 1, position 2, I hope you've kept your bow hold this whole time. Position 3, position 4. Now, before we actually play any songs, I'm going to remind you of 2 things about the bow. First, we're going to be putting the bow in the middle of the bow, not near the frog, not near the point, but in the middle. Okay, we're all going to start by resting on our skinniest string, except the bass, where you're going to start on your thickest string. And then we talked a little bit about contact point in the last class. And so as a reminder, here's the bridge, here's the fingerboard. And so the bow needs to go in between those two pieces of the instrument. That is true on all instruments. And you can see the version of me playing your instrument doing that right now. Okay, we played this song the other day. This is Mississippi Hot Dog, Stop and Turn. And for us to play this, you have to only play when your string is listed. So on the first line, we're only going to hear the violin and bass players. Then everybody plays together on the lines with A, D, and G. And when we get to the lines with a C, only the viola and cello players will play. All right, so here we go. Check your bow hold. All right, rest your bow silently in the middle bow on that contact point on your highest string. E string for violin, A string for viola and cello, and for bass it's your lowest string, but it is still an E. All right, first I'll play, then you echo me. Good. Turn your bow over to the A string. If you're a viola or cello player, it's your turn to come in after this. I play, then you play. Turn your bow over to the next string. Everybody's still playing. Turn your bow over to the next string. Everybody's still playing. All right, and then it's only the viola and cello players playing. Watch the viola version of me cue you. She's gonna go first and then you go. Reach your bow. Let's play the whole song together and we're gonna do it 3 times so that I have time to run around and see how everybody's doing. All right, put your bow on the starting string, middle bow, contact point. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Reach your bow. Let's do it again. I should only hear violins and basses the first time. And then when I go like this, and when the other versions of me come in, the viola players and cello players play. All right, all together. 1, 2, ready, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Reach your bow. One more time. Get in the starting position. Check your position. I bet some muscles are getting tired, but we got to keep them strong. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Stop and turn, go. Reach your bow, go to rest position. If you did the above and beyond assignment this week, you practiced the pickle song at home. We start on the D string, then we go to the A string, we stay on the A string, and we finish on the D string, which means we all play together the whole time. And it has the same rhythm as the other piece that we've already been playing. So check your stance, check your posture if you're a sitting instrument, and then at your own pace, set up your position thoughtfully. My bow is out here. I'm checking my bow hold, you check your bow hold. All right, now everybody rest it on your D string, and we're gonna do one time where I play, then you play. All right, My turn first. Would you like some pickles? Rock your bow to the A string. My turn first. Stay on the A string for this next one. Back to the D string. All right, let's leave your bow there and let's play it together. All right, I'm gonna say the words the whole time and we play together the whole time. Are we ready? All right, 1, 2, here we go. Would you like some pickles on your ice cream sundae? I would like some pickles on my ice cream sundae. Take the bow off the string. Let's do it again. 1, 2, here we go. Would you like some pickles on your ice cream sundae? I would like some pickles on my ice cream sundae. Reach your bow. Check your bow hold. Make sure all your muscles are still strong. Put your bow on the D string, and one more time. 1, 2, here we go. Would you like some pickles on your ice cream sundae? I would like some pickles on my ice cream sundae. Rest position. Okay, even if you have an instrument in rest position, it's possible to loosen your bow without setting the instrument down, which is very useful because we don't always want to have to turn around and set things down. So we're going to loosen our bows together. Then we're going to take a closing bow. And after that, if you have questions for me personally, then you can come up and ask me. All right, so I'm letting my bow hold go. And I'm looking at the adjusting screw at the bottom. And I'm going lefty-loosey. Everyone do this with me, lefty-loosey. And now you can see a couple of individual hairs hanging off of there. All right, so that means it's ready to pack up and we're ready to take our final bow. Thank you for learning.